this tank down from my Suzuki TS250. Look, it's the original color, green. So I'm gonna sand it down and make it, you know, as good as I can with the rattle can. But hopefully it'll be nice. I'm gonna paint it black. And if it works out, I'm gonna take the fenders off and paint them black too. So here you go. So we're back. We've got the Suzuki tank. I've sanded it down, about as good as it's gonna get. There's a couple little dings that I'm not able to get out, so I'm gonna use some filler. And I had to take a break because it's been out here in the garage and it's cold. So I had to let it warm up. Put a little bit of filler on it, let it cure, sand it down, be good to go. So keep watching. All right, we're back. It's been about an hour. Seems pretty dry. Give it a sand and see what I think. Let's take one of these. We should put the mask back on just to be safe. Yep, it's dry. So just wipe it off with a clean towel. For this kind of a thing, I'm sure see, look at that. Again, going back over it with the same towel. Not really doing that good of a job, but blowing it off would have been fine, honestly. This is gonna make it even better. And again, this side is just barely, this side barely has a little, you can see where the dent is if you're looking for it, but anybody else would not ever notice it. Okay. Get that all cleaned off, nice. Gloves back on, and then I'll grab some primer. Alright, here we are, we're back. It's the next day. I've got the tank all primered. See, looks pretty good. I think this is the dented side. It's a little different color because I ran out of the one color primer. Well, here we are, it's the next day. I got the tank all primered. It's looking pretty good. Now I'm about to put the first coat of actual paint on there. It's just some, we're not sponsored by Rust-Oleum. I don't know if we want to be. Anyway, sure we do. We're a big fancy channel now. So I'm going to use this Rust-Oleum gloss black. Very light coat. It's one of the secrets of paint people just don't get. Don't gob it on. Do a nice, even, light coat, and it'll look a lot better. You just do another coat, and that'll fill it in, okay? And we're back. We're gonna do coat number 2. That turned out all right. Alright, that's coat number 2. Probably do at least one more. Well, hi there. It's even later. And that coat is dry. I brought the front fender down. As you can see, there's a lot of cracking down here. It used to be red too. These have little grommets in them. And then I need to get a couple of these kind of screws to fit it up into the front fork. So we'll be sanding this down pretty quick. And yeah, sanding it down and doing the same thing. I'm gonna do one more coat on this though. Probably doesn't need it, but why not? Kind of thick. Okay, so I'll let that dry, and that will be the last coat, more than likely. Put the emblems back on, and it should be good to go. Assuming I just didn't overdo it and make it run. Be really careful not to overdo it, because it runs. Paint runs, that's what it does. Light coats, okay? All right, let's do this the professional way with some rattle cans. Got this little heater going in the background. Hopefully it's not too noisy. Again, would I do this with the General? No, not with a rattle can. This is a 50-year-old old dirt bike. It's really basically 3 things I need to paint. If for some reason down the road I want it professionally painted or do a professional job, it's not that difficult to sand it back off, and like I said, I've got the paint gun and everything ready to go. But for something that's just an old dirt bike that I wanted to make run again and, you know, be halfway decent, this is perfectly fine. So again, here's some more primer.
Super sharp.
And just a light coat.
Let's decide. Maybe there's
just
a
light. Doesn't need to be
He lives right there.
too big of a deal. You get it on too thick, it's just gonna run.
Just the corner.
Just make it nice and light. A bit of coverage.
Again, pushing, making the bristles bend slightly down.
Right there. Even that's a little too thick. There we go.
Look at that. Isn't that a nice little tree? And he lives right here in this brush.
Now, why primer? Who
All you have
cares?
to do is sort of...
Well, it'll make it look a little bit better. Okay, that's all the primer I'm going to do. I'm going to let that dry, hit it with a couple, maybe 2-3 coats of black, and then I'm going to put it back together. Thanks for watching. All right, it's been a little while. The, what do you call it, primer is nice and dry. So let's do a coat of black. So exciting to watch black. It's like watching paint dry. All right, here we go. First coat on the rear fender of the paint. Nice, light, thin coat, first coat. If you do it too thick, it'll just run. It's not about coverage right now. It's just about a little nice light coat. Oop, see, even me, I get tempted. Like, oh, we're almost there. That's plenty. Okay, got the little heater right here. It'll cook it nice and warm. You can sit here and watch the paint dry if you want. Yeah. But that's the first coat. All right. Thanks for watching. Hi there. So I got the reflectors for the TS250, and I'm going to put those on right now. Soon I'll have the fender will be dry enough, the front fender. I want to let it set for a couple days. Rear fender I haven't quite painted yet, but that'll be on. And of course the tank. And then really, oh, I gotta put the something else I got. Where'd it go? Oh, let's go take a look. All right, so I've got the new reflectors for this TS250, which I'll be putting on if I can figure out how. How do you do it? Imagine. I want to break it trying to fix it. That's ridiculous. Maybe you just screw them on. Huh. Yeah, the nut's loose in there. It's got to come off somehow. Anyway, I'm going to be figuring this out as we go. These may not fit. They were generic, but they should fit. Boy, I tell you what I'm going to do. Get mad at this stupid thing. Yeah, this thread's a lot smaller. Well, heck. I'm not going to force these on. Ooh, it even has a Suzuki logo on the back. So these are not going to work. Unless I re-drill that hole, which I'm not going to do. Okay. Good to know. But I can always put this one on this side. Let's pretend I did. It says 71 on there. I know the original bike I did, one was a 71 and one was a 73. Or maybe one was a 70 and one was a 73. So these probably came off the 73. And I didn't realize before they were yellow. Or is that even yellow? It looks yellow. But it ain't amber. Huh, I guess it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go back on the old interweb and find some different ones, because these do not match and they're not gonna go on. Now, of course, I lost this. Anybody need some reflectors? They're reflecting. Let's look at the taillight. I haven't even unboxed it. We can't really put it on until I get the fender painted, which it's in the process. Let's hope this was worth the money I wasted on it. Because, yeah, and the taillight wiring, that'll be interesting to figure out. I really don't know how that's going to work. There should be some kind of a switch on the taillight. I don't see. That's it. But I'll get to that. I tend to get sidetracked. Have you noticed that? This is supposed to be an OEM, came off a bike. So it's not going to be brand new. It's 50 years old. And I'm expecting that. Yeah, it's kind of dirty. That's fine. It's got the little grommets and the bolts in it. That's good. Now, why am I doing this after this thing sat in the shed for more than 20 years? Why do I care? I don't know. I honestly don't. Oh, look at that! This one has 2 OEM reflectors on it. So maybe yellow ones go on the front and these amber ones go on the back. I did not know that. And it looks like somebody chopped the wire off, the jerks. And it ain't perfect. It's got a license plate holder, got all the right bolts in it, and it will just bolt right on. But good news is it has the reflectors. That's helpful. So I'm going to get some OEM. That says 71 on it too. I'm going to get some OEM yellow ones for the front, or at least one. Looking at it now, I just need one. I didn't even need two. I didn't realize that they were different color on the front or the back. But now I do, and I think that will also make it so I don't have to put turn signals on it. This was not the original headlight for this bike. This is definitely off the 73, and it had, well, it didn't have when I got it, but it had turn signals, I think, from the factory. I just like the bigger headlight bigger, and I think what I did is I took these forks off of it. So this might be off of this front wheel and everything, which is so dirty. But anyway, came off of the 73, if I remember right. If you look, I broke the bolt right here, and you can see these are kind of worn down. So if I remember right, I took these forks off of the 73. Looks right there like some kind of a nameplate. I may have painted black, or somebody did. But again, I've done this for so long. Who knows who painted this? You can see a serial number right here that I've never taken a picture of. I'll show you. See, like the A3678. I don't know if you can. It might be 13. Let's since you're here, let's scratch it off together and see what's under here. My fingernail. I don't think I painted this frame. I'm 99% sure. Maybe I did. I also don't remember painting the tank black, but I think I did. What does it say? Is it going to be a Suzuki logo? Is it going to be a serial number? Well, there's the word Suzuki. It's like a mystery. It's Al Capone's vault. And there's got to be something better than my fingernail to do this with. Suzuki, this something complies, it looks like. Huh, conforms. So, looks like it's just a letter from Suzuki saying, hey, this bike is great, man. Could that be the only, like a 13678? I know the bike's not a 78. So I don't know how Suzuki numbers work. If you know how the Suzuki serial numbers go, let me know. I've also got to hook this up. This throttle cable that goes to the oil. Because for the longest time when I used it, I just put 2-cycle oil in the tank. And we've replaced the handles and the clutch one, and the tank's been painted. You know, I remember this having a battery, but I don't know where it went. That's the air box. Pretty sure that's the rectifier. Well, look how loose that baby is. It's the oil tank that I didn't use, but I think I'm going to hook that up again, or at least attempt to. Some weird long bolt that doesn't look like it belongs there. Seat release. Well, that's the rectifier if it looks like the one like on the other bikes. There, so I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look it up. There's another one, looks like a condenser. But where is some compression for you? The brake light switch. There's got to be a switch that will, when you press the brake, activates it. There's some wires right here. Now, looks like I taped them on the other side when I just took the taillight off, because for a while it was street legal. I had the like an aftermarket taillight on it and did ride it on the street. I mean, it's missing a bolt right there. Check that out. That's classy. I have to get one of those. The baffle's missing out of here because that just made it run like crap. And I remember when I didn't care, I didn't ride it on the street anymore. I just took that out, took the taillight off. Actually, you know, I think I actually lent this one to my brother too. Or my brother-in-law, maybe, or maybe both. It's seen a lot of different people. Maybe one of them painted it black, I don't remember. When I got it, originally the bike, when it was 71, it was green. And you'll see that in the video, the tank was green. Not sure what I did with the other tank. It was more of a flip lid thing. And I think I took the seat off of it. I took this off of it. It's kind of cracked, I didn't see that before. Missing some screws. Again, do I want this to be perfect? No. I mean, look at all the crud on here. I could shine this up, make it beautiful. If I remember right too, I took this engine out of the 73. Not sure why. At the time I was, you know, 17 years old or something, maybe 18. I didn't know anything about anything. What kid does? And I think the 71 or whatever it was wasn't running. So I just found this one at a junkyard and just swapped all kinds of stuff over. I think I left the rear wheel and stuff the same as it was. And I changed the seat. I left the right tank on it, changed the forks and the engine. So a lot of the workmanship done on it is not real good. It was kind of a sloppy, you know, when I was a kid, it was just whatever made it run, kind of like my Nova. Whatever made it run is what I would do. I didn't have any money, of course, and I just put whatever I could on it. Like if you look over there, the foot peg is just a bolt. It's ridiculous, and I'm really not sure. There's a bolt missing there too. Now I try to be a lot more, what's the word? Methodical. Try to do it right, make it all. I mean, that's why I'm getting stupid reflectors for this thing that doesn't even matter. I really doubt if I will ride this on the street, and I wouldn't take it out in the wilderness because it's not reliable and it's not as good as the Bing Bam Boom 500 I got over there. This is just a silly little fun bike. Anyway, I'm gonna stop recording now, but this is in the works. This will be part of the video. Once I'm done painting the tank and the fender, I'll put it all back together. And then as we go, I'll, you know, add the bolts that are missing if I can find them. eBay is actually a pretty good place to get them. Check out eBay. You know, whatever parts you're missing. They may cost an arm and a leg, but they're out there. Well, I think that's gonna do it for till the springtime. I've got the fenders not on, obviously. It's just kind of set in there, and I'm gonna get some bolts and then bolt it up there. The tank is on, but not really attached. Same thing with the rear fender is on, but not attached. Then we've got the tail light, you know, that type of thing. So until the springtime, we'll do another video on her when I get her running, unless we get a nice day here during the winter. That's gonna do it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate all the new viewers I've gotten. It's crazy how big this channel got so quickly. If there's something you want to see, let me know, whether it's with the General Lee, motorcycles, the bullet bikes, whatever you want to see. You let me know in the comments or shoot me an email. I'll be happy to listen. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.